Hi, this is Debo, your nutrition gal with Color Me Healthy Fitness. And the question of the day is, are you struggling to get your teenager to eat their breakfast? Yes, the focus today is all about teenagers. And ask any parent of any teenager why they skipped the breakfast. Oh, they weren't hungry, or they slept in, or they had too much homework, they needed to get on the bus to school, there wasn't any time, and the list just keeps rolling along. But breakfast, research has shown, it's number one, the most important meal of the day for all of us, but it's particularly important for adolescents and teenagers because it really provides them with those valuable macronutrients, meaning your proteins, fats, and carbs, as well as your micronutrients, meaning your vitamins and minerals throughout the day. Studies have shown that teenagers and adolescents who actually skip breakfast, they have problems in school, their attention is lacking, they might not do as well on their studies, and they may even have some behavioral problems in the classroom as well. Now, when we think about breakfast and what kids want to eat, well, what do they usually do? They might grab a bagel, or they might grab a Pop-Tart, or they might have a high sugary cereal, and those choices are not the best. And I know I've said it in blog after blog just how important protein and fiber are to our diets, but you really want to power up their breakfast with protein. And that could be a hard-boiled egg with some spinach and maybe some oatmeal, because number one, it's going to help them feel fuller longer. It improves their satiety, it reduces the motivation for food reward, and we've talked about that before when we have high sugary foods. The way it works in the brain is we tend to get this reaction, the hormones in the brain react that, oh, well, this is a reward and I feel good, so I want more, and so it's very, very unhealthy. And protein and fibrous types of breakfast, it also reduces snacking in the evenings, especially the high-fat potato chips and ice cream and cookies, and again, all those processed, high sugar, high saturated fat kinds of foods. Also, it improves diet quality. It really, really sets the tone for the day. You eat your breakfast, and I think I mentioned this in a blog as well. Breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, dinner like a pauper. Because when you've been sleeping, you've been fasting already for 7 to 8+ hours, and your body needs food. It needs nutrients. It needs to put all of those vitamins and minerals into your bodies, especially teenagers and adolescents that are still growing. And some teenagers might be struggling with, they say they need to lose weight, so they're not going to eat breakfast at all. And this actually works in reverse, because if they don't get the calories in the morning, then a lot of times they end up binging later in the afternoon and evenings, and the foods that they binge on are not necessarily the healthiest. Again, going back to those high sugar, high salt, saturated fat types of foods. Teenage athletes might think they need to lose weight, and they'll go about it the wrong way. And I remember in grad school watching a video where coaches were telling their teenage athletes that they were too fat, they needed to lose weight. Granted, this was many years ago, and standards for coaching have definitely improved. However, teenagers don't have the proper mindset and psychological know-how to understand what this means, so they don't know, well, I have to lose weight. Okay, that means then I'm just not going to eat. And that leads to a whole host of other problems, including some major potential eating disorders. So get your teenage kids to eat their breakfast. If they're in a hurry, have some hard-boiled eggs on hand, at least one. Have some cooked oatmeal. Have everything prepared. We know that teenagers, have really busy schedules compared to when we did many, many, many moons ago. And if we prepare properly, then we can help them out as well as help ourselves. Well, if you have any other questions about this, please feel free to reach out to me. My email is info@321getfit2ts.com. If you found value in this, please feel free to comment and share. And if you'd like a list of the top 10 superfoods for optimal health, feel free to enter your name and email at our blog at 321getfitwith2ts.com, and we'll reach back out to you. Really appreciate you watching. Thanks so much, and bye for now.